Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Copper Dragons here, and I'm going to be playing some more Palworld. So let's hop right in and continue the game. Now, keep in mind, I did a little bit of more work on the one I was going to do off camera. But either way, like I figured out some other stuff that I can do. I found out a way that I can actively use that egg I picked up last video and actively give me a new Pokemon from it. Um, but that is gonna have to take a little bit for me to get done. I need to pick up my torch because I'm kind of cold. You know what? One thing I really needed to get done is just catching some more pals and also waiting until day. Mostly because I wanted to try and at least start working on my base. Um, Mostly because, for one, my party's kind of weak right now, and I needed to give them a place to rest, on top of some other stuff too that I needed to get done. Um, Wait, I just now got to level 16. Let's go ahead and just try and, use some of my skill points already. Well, technology points, but I think you get what I mean. They essentially function as the same thing anyways. Um, Alright, I want to get this ranch thing. And also the parachute, too. Uh, Now, I want to get these fire arrows, since those are going to be pretty useful for future fights. Um, Now, I want to try and get this living room furniture set, and also, I want to try and get as many of this stuff as possible. Yeah, this is how you get it. You got to level up to level 10, and then get an ancient technology point. That's pretty much how you get an incubator. Um, but yeah, you're gonna have to wait on that a little bit, mostly because you kind of need enough skill points to, for one, start working on your base, which really doesn't take too much time. Um, on top of some other stuff that you got to get done too, like you got a specific build that you got to get done. Um, like Here, I'll show you what I mean. It's this right here, the PAL box. You got to place that down. I think, and some other stuff too. Uh, I gotta try and get some fibers from trees first, before I can actively start working on my full-on base that I wanted to work on for the entire series. What the heck is this? Eh, I'm not even gonna worry about it too much until it turns to day. Okay, I need to keep the torch out just for a little bit longer. Ooh, a pal sphere. I needed that. Um, yeah, I can probably catch this now. And you know what? Let's bring out land ball. Um, and then just try and attack this thing, and then throw the pal ball at it. Um, okay, that worked out at least a little bit. Let's bring out the torch. So that way I can at least have a little bit of heat. Um, all right. What the heck is this guy? Uh, should I be concerned about him? I've never seen him before. Like, wait, you know what? I'm gonna try and catch him since I see a pal sphere off in the distance. Might as well, considering, the obvious. I want to at least finish off my pal cyclopedia or whatever it's called. I've never really been outside for catching pals. Um, particularly at night. During the day, that's obviously a different story. But whenever it comes to whenever it's at the day, that's a different story because I've already caught so many pals that you can find during the day. Um, but yeah, let's just try and attack this thing. Um, okay, let's just try and catch it already. Ooh, I just now realized that I can use a shield on Lambell. Yeah, honestly, I might want to catch him return him to his ball whenever this thing's catch. For obvious reasons. Alright. You know what? Ooh, another pal spear. Uh, Man, I'm finding a lot of those in the wild. And that's honestly kind of cool if you ask me. Uh, alright, let's catch this fox thing if I can. Yeah, I don't want to die here, so that's why I'm avoiding its attacks. And I gotta stay in one location before, that thing catches. Which it inevitably did anyways. Ooh, an egg. That's going to be pretty useful. Also, keep in mind, the main reason I bought that one thing, hold on, let me find it real quick. It's this ranch thing. The main reason I got that is particularly, so that way I could actively try and, get some resources like wool, eggs and stuff, considering you can get that from your pals. Um, Particularly, you can get wool from Lambell and chickpea. You can get eggs from that, clearly. Um, but either way, like, there's also some other stuff I think you can get some resources too. I haven't figured all that out yet. Um, but regardless, I know you guys can do that, considering, well, you guys clearly would have more time to focus on the game than what I do. Um, for obvious reasons, considering I prefer to just play games that I already made videos on my channel, other than just, playing them off camera. Um, considering it would just be easier for me to manage the saves at that point. Um, Either way, let's just try and see what I can do here. I gotta try and find a way to, actively build a base. You know what? This seems like a pretty decent area or somewhere close to it anyways. Uh, so I'm gonna head down, down here. Wait, did I already activate the statue? Because if I did, that's really weird. Um, okay, I didn't unlock it. Now I can fast travel to this ruined area. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna start working on my base out here. Um, Now first you're gonna have to build a wooden foundation. Um, before you actively start working on your base. Wait, um, hold on real quick. Uh, did I already build a base? Nope, I didn't. Um, I think I was thinking about a different save that I was working on with, like, on the multiplayer thing. But yeah. Uh, let's just see what I can do, because I'm gonna have to collect more wood, real quick. You know what? This guy right here, he's pretty good with, resource gathering. So let's just try and gather him up real quick. Um, yeah, honestly, I just want to catch him real quick, mostly because he's a really useful pal. Um, like, particularly for your base, if you get the right ability on him. Yeah, that's not a good ability. Um, the main one I was looking for was infinite stamina. That's the main one I was looking for, because, you can put him to work on your base or whatever, and it would really help out with that. And that's the main reason I wanted to use him on my base instead of other pals. Um, just for ease of access. And with the infinite stamina ability, he gets tired a lot less. Um, but either way, let's just try and do whatever I can here to collect some wood, because I'm going to have to collect at least 100 different pieces of wood. Now, there is a resource that you can actually do to get basically what is an infinite wood source, and a rock source too, come to think of it. But that'll probably be further down into the playthrough before I can actively access that. I'll try and work on getting that, but yeah. I'm going to have to try and get some of the resources later on. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to work on some of the resource gathering off camera. Probably, well, most likely anyways. Because, that would take up too much time for me to actively, get stuff done in this playthrough. Okay, I have 126 wood. So let's just try and finish up at least a foundation. I want to make it at least a 4x4. Alright, that's a 3, so let's just try and, finish up the floor right here. I don't need too big of a base, I really don't. Okay, let's place this wall here. Yeah, I'm leaving some space open for windows. Other than that, right here, where I'll be placing a door. So yeah. You know what, let's lengthen out the floor path, just by one more, to make it a little more even. Because I want to at least have an even floor path. Let's enter dismantle mode. I'm dismantle that, and then put the wall right here. Instead. For simplicity's sake, to put the door right in the middle. Um, all right, time to start working on a little bit more of this base right here. Crap. Um, that really sucks because, I can't build now with that wall in the way. That really sucks too because I needed to finish up this wall. Um, you know what? Let's just get rid of this floor right here. I don't think it matters much anyways. Uh, all right, let's build around that. And honestly, I think I can just work around the floor anyways. I'm going to pause the recording real quick. All right, sorry about that. Wait, what happened? I think I might have got knocked out whenever I had the recording paused. Uh, so either way, let's just try and see what I can do regardless. Oh, thank God it didn't spawn me too far away. I think I got knocked out by the cold because that can deal damage. Um, but yeah, I honestly wasn't intending that to happen. Um, but either way, let's just try and finish up my base already. Because I gotta just try to at least finish this up. Uh, let's put the windows right here. I want to at least have two of them. Okay, door time. So let's just try and see what I can do here. I only need one door. Okay. Let's go ahead and put down the workbench. Since I need this. Then I'm gonna also put down the repair bench right around this corner from the, building bench. So let's just try and work on these real quick. Now I'm gonna build, you know, that, like a campfire right outside my base. Mostly because this is gonna be wooden for right now. It might change in the future, but, like if I ever get access to, like, stone stuff, like particularly building stuff, then I'll try and, rebuild my base out of stone. But as of right now, or at least I'll probably try and build at least one panel in the floor out of wood, out of stone, to place the campfire on it, and then move the campfire over there. All right, let's just place down this chest right here. Um, then I'm gonna just head right outside to try and, at least work on a little bit of my base. I'm gonna place a PAL box right outside. Um, considering it would be for the best. I'm considering I can't build a roof whenever it's inside. Um, Either way, let's just try and work on finishing this thing up, and just try and work on my party. Um, Now, one thing I learned about Palworld is that you can actually alter how much XP you earn for whatever you catch, even your character too. Um, but yeah, real quick, I want to at least put some of these pals onto my party. Um, but yeah, let's just try and see what I can do. I want to at least, put Hucrates here, considering he is a pretty powerful pal. I want to also put up Chickapee. I don't want to get Croajiro out because that would be kind of pointless. I'm also going to get this guy out too. Uh, you know what? Um, I'm going to get out Pingullet. And put him in the place of Lift Monk, whatever that is. All right, time to build. Wait, actually, I need one more wood and four more fiber before I can actually do that. Ooh, there's a new pal over there that I haven't caught yet. I believe yeah, Celeray. Um, I'm gonna try and see if I can catch this real quick. Okay, time to swap out, that stuff. Okay, time to hit this thing with whatever I got on me. You know what? Might want to use Capricorn. Crap, I don't have a bow. Probably was a really stupid idea to go over the water. You know what? Let's try and grab some stuff real quick. Especially like wood, considering I need fibers and wood. Real quick. And I should have some pretty decent amounts right here. Okay, I think I have enough to build that ranch thing that I wanted to build. So let's head back to my base and just build it over here. Now, I will have to build some pal beds before I can actively, start working on that stuff. Um, Particularly because they need some rest too. Um, all right, I want to build it right here, real quick. Man, that's gonna take at least some time. Might as well just go ahead and just try and upgrade my base. Crap, I'm gonna have to deploy a pal. I'm gonna put Croajiro first. Um, and now I gotta try and I gotta build a campfire. Um, Real quick. That shouldn't take too much time out of my day. Considering it's not that difficult to make and it doesn't take that long to actually work on. Um, all right, I'm gonna need to get a bed. I need wood and fiber. I have enough wool to do uh that side of things with. I just need wood and fiber. Good thing there's a lot of trees nearby, so that's good. Um, all right, let's just grab as many fibers as possible. I just need one more fiber. Before I can actively try and work on that bed. Okay, I got enough. I'm gonna put my bed inside of my base, and then for my pal beds, I'll just stick them outside. Because that would probably be the best option regardless. Um, okay, let's just stick the bed right here. Um, there we go. That should be good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, build Croajiro. I think that's what its name is. I'm gonna have to build him a bed. Or her a bed. Or I didn't look at my pals' genders before, actively sending them out. I don't even know what genders any of my pals are. Other than like one or two, but that's about it. Um, Either way, I need more wood and fiber. Um, before I actively start working on, the pal bed that I need, which I need to make two pal beds since I can deploy two pals. So yeah, let's just see what I can grab out here. Okay, I need just one more wood and yeah, that should be enough right there. Um, okay, that should be enough to make two pal beds. So let's just hop right in and put down Croajiro bed. I'm just gonna let him work on that ranch thing. Um, I'm gonna try and get that sheep guy, Lambell. I think that's what his name is. Um, before I actively work on that. Uh, okay, I think I can upgrade my base. Um, so let's just see what I can do here. Yeah, I can upgrade my base, so yeah, I'm gonna have to get another bed out, like the materials for it anyways. Um, yeah, that's gonna take at least a little bit of time. Before I can actually do that. Um, you know what? I know what the two pals I want to put out there next with, like, I know what they are. I'm gonna put Lambell and Chickpea. I think that's what his name is. I'm gonna put them out next. Uh, but first I'm gonna put out Chickpea. Considering uh, it is the more useful pal in general in terms of like food and stuff. Um, Considering it makes eggs, like it's an infinite egg generator, if anything. The only thing you really need to worry about is just keeping it fed and healthy. Like that's the only thing you really need to worry about. Um, all right, let's just try and see what I can do here. Um, yeah, let's just try and see if I can build another bed. Yep, I can. Um, let's head on back so that way I can make a bed for Lambell. Um, all right, this thing's almost done, so let's speed up the process a little. Yeah, while you have more than one people or pals working on a project, you can actually speed up the process by however many people or pals you have working on it at once. And it just really depends on how many pals or people you have working on it for how long it'll take. And that's honestly the main issue I have with that, because as of right now, I'm kind of working by myself. Um, Now that will change in the future, inevitably so, because I do have plans on, allowing you guys to join the server. Like whenever more updates come around and I actively finish up the playthrough, I will let you guys join in. Um, but that'll probably be after a little while. Um, okay, let's put Lambell here. Um, okay, that should be like a pretty decent worker, an infinite egg source, and an infinite wool source. So that's easily the best out of three. All right, I have to build a feed box for my pals real quick. Mostly because they're the main ones that I really need to worry about. And also it allows me to get an upgrade too. Um, yeah, let's put these berries here. Considering, I can just grow more of them whenever I get the farm done. That should be good for right now in terms of food. Yeah, I have enough resources to build this. Um, okay, let's just deal with this real quick. Um, all right, I can upgrade my base. I can upgrade that. And that's honestly pretty cool right now, for obvious reasons. Um, let's just see what I can do. Okay, I can plant this real quick. And honestly, you know what's the best part about having that toad guy or whatever his name is? Um, Honestly, he can actually help you out with farming. That's pretty good. That's pretty cool if you ask me. Like, he's not just working, you know, like a worker. He's also a farmer, considering, well, he can also, spew out water from his mouth. Um, and honestly, that just helps out with farming quite a bit. And honestly, since he has hands too, he can also work on spreading the crops at the same time. Um, Either way, let's head over here and just try and create some more pal spheres since I know I need some of those. Um, yeah, I can make 35 of them. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of time. Uh, okay. You know what? That was just for. Wait, a pal box? Okay. You know what? I'm not even gonna bother with that. Right now, anyways. Um, all right. That finished up a lot of missions, actually. Man, that gave me so much stuff that I genuinely don't know what else I could really do right now. Um, but yeah, at least my pals are doing well in terms of experience right now. Um, I don't I think that my pals can also work on pal spheres and stuff with the workbenches. I think I could be wrong on that, and just don't take my word, okay? Um, but either way, let's just try and at least make this and repair the thing, the bench. Uh, okay, time to head out to the pal box. Since there is an upgrade available. Uh, Build a pal gear workbench, then deploy a pal to work at the base. Okay. I'm gonna have to make another bed. Crap. I'm just short just by a little bit, and that really sucks too. Um, you know what? Real quick, I'm gonna try and save up for the roof. Since it's something I'm gonna need too. Uh, and then I'm gonna need some materials for that last bed. Um, Considering I need to make like one more bed area for my pals, before I can get stuff done. Uh, all right. You know what? I think I'm doing pretty well in terms of resources. Yeah, that's 2 wool right there. Um, let's go ahead and upgrade my stats real quick. There we go. That upgraded my work speed. Uh, you know what? Um, I'm gonna put out Fox Sparks here, considering it does help with particularly I think cooking and stuff. Um, so yeah, that'll be really useful in the future, especially since a lot of stuff you in this game you need to cook. So yeah. Um, Either way, let's just try and at least make the bed for Fox Sparks real quick. Since I'm gonna need that. Um, Now can I build a bed? Yep, I can, and I have plenty more resources past that. Man, that's gonna take a while to get everything I needed to get done. Man, this is gonna take forever. But hey, at least I'm making a lot more decent progress than what I was on my original world and stuff. Um, Either way, I'm gonna like after I get done with this bed right here, I'm gonna try and work on the cooking aspect of things. Yeah, let's go ahead and just cook these fried eggs. Yeah, after that, I'm gonna try and at least make some more of those berry things. Um, since I know I can do that. Honestly, yeah, that's how Fox Sparks works with the campfire. How it's not burning it down, I have no clue. Um, Either way, let's just try and see what I can do. Because I still have a little bit of cooking I need to get done. Ooh, a new pal. Let's just capture that. Then I'll help out, with these baked berries. Uh, ooh, I caught it. That's honestly pretty cool, too. Musclehead. Oh. Uh, let's just try and finish up these baked berries so Fox Sparks doesn't have to have as much work to get done. Wait, rank up? What the heck is a rank? Like, is that something, something does? Like the game does? Um, alright, either way, I'm just gonna try and work on this. So that way I can have more red berries in the future. So yeah. Honestly, I really like this game too. I really do. It's really fun. Though it does have some areas I feel like it could improve on. But it's mostly like the collision stuff. That's the one thing I feel like the game could work on the most, considering I've noticed some issues with collision. Um, Particularly like if you're crouching and then standing up. There is like a rare chance it can actually glide your character with the ground and blend them together. Though it only lasts for like a split second. Uh, that is an issue I have noticed with this game. Um, though I wouldn't doubt it would take long to fix, considering the collision on the rest of the game is pretty good for what I've seen. You know? Wait, is that a new pal? Oh, it's a cow. Uh, Wait, uh, did I already? Do I have one of those? I want to see if I have one of those. Uh, okay, I do. It's Mozzarina. I want to see if that does anything with the base. Um, for obvious reasons. Okay. Uh, you know what? I want to check and see if I can put. Let's put these baked berries in there. Considering I'm about to grow some new ones, so yeah. Let's just see what we can do. Uh, Wait, do I have any like berry seeds in here? Crap, I don't. I only have wheat seeds. Wait, actually, I do have berry seeds. I just didn't see them at first. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to make that pal gear stuff. Um, yeah, let's just try and, I guess, uh, look at the technology side of things. Considering I need to get that mission done in the top. Ooh, here it is. That's what I needed to get done. Right there. Um, alright. Let's go ahead and just see what I need for this. Palladium fragments. That should be easy to find. Considering they're all over the place. So yeah. All I need to do is just find some palladium rocks. And I only need 2 of them, considering I think each one gives you like 5. Oh, thank God there's a lot of them out here. Um, yeah, that shouldn't take long for me to get the ones I need. Considering I only need 10. So that's only 2 palladium ore fragments. Well, these clusters anyways. Okay, let's head back to my base. And then build that one thing that I needed, the PAL gear thing. Considering I think that needs to be done for an upgrade. Let's catch this Lambell guy, Lamball. Um, considering the more the merrier, I guess. And I want to give Lambell a friend too. Um, but I doubt I can really do that right now. Um, considering I just want to have as much access for other pals that I need. And that would kind of hinder things if I put multiple of the same pal in there at once. Um, but either way, thank you, Lambell and Croajiro, I think that's what its name is. Crap, I gotta get down these pal names. Um, yeah, I really gotta get them down packed before, the end of the game. Okay. Build a crusher, stone pit, and logging site. What the heck is a crusher? I know what a logging and, mining site are, but I don't know what a crusher is. I'll figure it out sometime. Uh, alright. Let's go ahead and eat, considering that is for a mission that I need to get done. Uh, wait, I already captured a lamb ball. Why do I need to capture another one? Ooh, there's some milk here. That's pretty good. Uh, yeah, at least I got some resources. Um, honestly, Croajiro, take all the break you need, because you've been working hard for the last, what, couple minutes, I want to say? You've been working pretty hard, which is far more than what I can say for the other pals that I got here. Alright, let's build the bed. Um, considering I need to do this real quick. Yeah, let's just try and build this bed for my pals. Hopefully that huge cow thing doesn't crush the bed. You know, um, you know what? Real quick, whenever I get inside my base and close the door, I'm gonna check and see how long I've been playing for. Alright, so that's gonna be the end of today's video. All that stuff I just got done. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.